Hello and welcome to week 14 in biopsychology as we wind down our semester here. So, this week we are focusing on chapter 13, but we are carrying over an assignment from chapter 12. In chapter 12, I had you with a little bit of a modification of this chapter 12 assignment. I had you folks opt to post into an extra ungraded discussion ideas that you use for stress management, for relaxation. People did that. They're wonderful. Whole bunch of ideas in there for people to do. Now we're going to do chapter 12 assignment. Chapter 12 assignment is a classic experiment. We are going to measure your stress level now, and you're going to measure your stress level at the end of the week. Let's say Saturday. So here we are on Monday. You measure your stress level using the test that I provided for you. Then you are going to incorporate at least one of those. That doesn't have to be the same thing every day. You have to do one of those things every day. Doing the same one adds to routine, and that's a benefit of doing mindfulness activities, but you don't have to do the same one. If it's a walk outside and it starts raining, you have to find another one. But you commit yourself to doing today and every day until Saturday. You do at least one of those mindfulness activities. You got a whole bunch to choose from. Maybe it's the one you posted up there. Maybe it's one you're already doing. Maybe it's a new one for you. That might be good. And you do that every day. No matter what, you commit yourself to do that every day, and then you take the test again at the end of the week on Saturday and compare the scores. Let's see if they change. Now, there's all sorts of circumstances that can happen over the course of the week that could make things go up or down. This is not really a controlled experiment as much as it is an experience of that sort of design, of looking at a pre-test, condition, post-test. A nice little experimental design there to see how mindfulness activities actually impact the way that we have and experience stress. So we'll be finishing up chapter 12 assignment this week. That will be due on Sunday. The write-up for that will be due on Sunday. At the same time, we are doing chapter 13, where we're looking at memory and learning, the biopsychology of memory and learning. The discussion focuses on the controversy of repressed and suppressed memories. Now, where that comes from is from psychodynamic psychology. This is the work of Sigmund Freud and the neo-Freudians of today, saying that when we experience something that is overwhelming, one of our defense mechanisms is to suppress or repress. Suppress, I hope I get this right. Suppress, I believe, is we are aware of it, but we're not thinking of it. It's almost like denial. Repression. Suppression, I'm not even going to guess on this. One of them is we're still aware of the memory, but we push it away, that we're not thinking about it at all. The other one, we push it away and it is gone. We don't have the ability to recall it, even if someone came up to us and gave us $1 million for it. That comes out of psychotherapy, is to find repressed memories. I think it's repressed. So let's talk about those things, because interestingly enough, PTSD and the recollection of vivid memories related to trauma kind of go against that. Like, the individuals with PTSD would really like to not remember those things that were so traumatic, and so why didn't they get repressed? Or why didn't they get suppressed? That would be almost advantageous for a person who's been through trauma. Those memories are all too clear. And so there's two schools of thought about how that goes on. And there have certainly been cases of, based on our understanding of the construction of memories, that when we have gone back and we may be suggested that there might be a memory of some kind, we can actually create memories. They're called false memories. And there's certainly a lot of discourse going on about that, a lot of controversy. So that's our discussion. And then the quiz, what I'm asking you to do is to recall a vivid memory from your past. Does not have to be a traumatic memory. In fact, you probably don't want to include, if you've had a traumatic memory, that's not the one for this assignment. Think about something pleasant or something not, if you want to tell me about it, that's fine, but this is not, it's not for that. I'm not trying to get people to tell me about their memories like that. And what I want you to look at is the sensory experience of that particular memory that makes it so vivid. Was there something visual? Was there something auditory, emotional, tactile? And that's in the original. Let's add olfactory, because I want to use an example for mine that has an incredibly strong olfactory trigger for it. When I was younger, I lived in northern Maine, and I every year participated in the potato harvest. So starting off by picking potatoes, and then as I grew older and the technology changed, worked on a potato harvester for a period of time. We were let out of school to do this, and almost all my friends did this as well. And the smell of dirt, that freshly tilled dirt smell, is incredibly connected to those memories. If I'm driving by a farm, the memories come. If I'm working in my lawn or my garden or digging around to plant stuff or something like that, those vivid memories come in. The very rich, very pleasant, very nostalgic, and triggered very much by that sense of smell. And then I can clearly see, the tops, the burned off tops of the potatoes, the feeling of a rotten potato when your gloved hand goes inside and it's all gooey and wet. I mean, all of these things, very, very vivid memories and smells associated with that. So our sensory system, which we're talking a little bit about now when we're looking at memory and learning, our sensory system pays a very, very, very close, pairs very closely with our sensory system. So that's what I'm asking you to write about in the quiz. Is one, you describe the memory, and then describe of the senses, which one is the most prominent that adds a richness to that particular memory. So that is the quiz for this chapter. So we're coming down to the end here. Only a few more weeks to go, and a couple weeks, and then we'll be free in the summer. So end strong. I look forward to seeing your discussion post and reading your assignments here, and I will see you next time. Take care.